Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Um, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, kindly remember to subscribe, remember to like as well, and remember to share. Okay. So guys, in today's video, I will be exploring the reasons why I feel Raila could be the kingmaker come 2027. Okay. If we all remember in 20 was it 2020 in 2023 when Ruto when the government of when the current government of Kenya, the current regime, that is Mr. Ruto, when he nominated Raila to vie for the African chairmanship position, most of the people really thought maybe most of us really thought maybe Raila was supporting Ruto's government based on it. Okay, based on the fact that maybe because he wants to be the AU chairman, and that's why he was supporting Mr. Ruto. But after Raila was defeated, he came back home and he really embraced the government of the day. And we've seen that until today. We've seen him embrace Mr. Ruto, and we've seen him also give Mr. Ruto a full support. Okay, and for those of us who remember, even last week, Mr. Raila, while he was attending the funeral, he confirmed it. He said he gonna give Mr. Ruto and his government a full support up to 2027 and even beyond 2027. Okay, and I remember when Raila shook hands with Mr. Ruto. I remember that day. I remember that day even I mentioned it. And I told most of the people that was the end. Yani, that was the end of the 2027 general election. For me, Mr. Lee shook hands with the Ruto. I knew 2027 victory had been sealed completely. Okay, and most of the people really were like, no, it can't happen. That's not the case. But let's not forget, guys, Mr. Raila in this case, Raila has a very huge support base in terms of votes also. Okay, we all know when Raila went into the election in 2022 general election, we all know he gathered a lot of votes. Okay, he gathered a lot of votes, and for that alone, it's not someone you can really just ignore, for that matter. Okay, let's look, for example, like Western. Okay, Western has been fully behind Mr. Odinga. Okay, fully behind him. We will go, let's say counties like Vihiga, Busia, okay, Kakamega, okay, maybe in western parts of let's say Bungoma and Trans Nzoia, maybe they vote differently, but the three I've mentioned here, in most cases they go fully behind Mr. Odinga. Okay, let's not forget also the coastal votes for this matter. The coastal votes, they are in his favor. Most people there in the coast, they vote for him. They vote for Mr. Odinga. Like, let's say like 70% or maybe 75%, the votes are his. Okay, so and remember, let's say, for example, like in Luo, okay, in Luo Nyanza, okay, we are talking about 90 plus, let's say 95 plus, 95% plus votes, okay, from there. So as someone to his caliber like Odinga is not someone you can really like just ignore. So for me, I feel because of a larger support base he has, okay, Raila could be a very good kingmaker in the coming 2027 election. Okay, meaning he is the one to decide. Most likely he will be the one to decide whichever party gonna go. He will be the one to decide who becomes the president come 2027. Okay, the other factor I feel he could be the kingmaker. Let's talk about age. Okay, Mr. Odinga, as we all know, I think we saw him. Not even we know. We saw him. He came out. I think when he was talking in the funeral, he's more. He's coming out as an elder. So meaning age has run out of him, and I think, to my understanding, most likely he might not run based on that, because he doesn't feel to have that energy for the campaigns, because running for running for an election, let's say for a presidential election, is not easy. Okay, you must be physically fit, you must be also in good health. So in my opinion, I don't see Mr. Odinga to that. And even for those who remember, Winnie Odinga, he had an interview, and in one of his interview, he was like, "Let Mzee now rest." Okay, in one of her interview, she made such kind of comments. I don't have the exact words, but she made comments regarding his father, like the father had ran out of age, and age also in this case is a very good factor. You must be physically fit and you must be in good health, and we don't see Raila to be that. And for my perspective and for my analysis, I don't see him run based on that, because himself, I think also he knows now his age doesn't favor him. Okay, hence he might end up, okay, likely supporting whoever he gonna support. If it will be Ruto, in this case, most likely we see him support Ruto. Most likely, like 90% chances are he gonna support Ruto. So most likely gonna support Ruto than the others, because he has only two options in this case: either support the other faction of the likes of Wamnyoro, or support Ruto. So there is no any other alternative, and according to him, it's best when he supports Ruto. Of course, he's more favored when he supports Ruto than when he go to the other side of Wamunyoro. Okay. The third factor also, I feel, most people always talk about Gen Zs. Okay, most people always talk about Gen Z, but I don't see Gen Zs in 2027 being a factor to this extent. I'm sorry to say that, but I don't see, because we all know the Kenyan politics is so tribal, and it's based on tribal lines than the way people are just saying it. Oh, the Gen Z will wake up and they will say who they want to be, who they want to lead them. But in this case, I don't see it happen. I've said it before, here and there. It will happen, but not now. The Gen Zs might come in and might change things, but not 2027. Okay, and most people will argue, oh, things are different, maybe on the ground, but I don't see it to be true, because most of the Gen Zs who are very active, okay, they are majority of them, they are the ones who are in urban places. Okay, so if you talk, if let's say you were to factor in the Gen Zs who are not in the urban centers, they are the majority than those who are in the urban centers. Okay, the Gen Zs who are active on social media, they are fewer than those who are not engaged in social media. So for me, if someone was to ask me whether the Gen Z might change things, I don't see. And remember, most of these people, most of the Gen Zs, okay, until now, they don't have they are not registered as voters, and most of them also, they don't want to vote. Because remember, you guys always say Gen Zs, Gen Zs. Gen Zs, they are our sisters. They are people we talk to. They are brothers. They are people we talk to. And most of them will talk to them, and they'll tell you, even myself, I don't have even don't have a voting card. I'm not registered, and they even don't want. Some of them will talk to them and they'll tell you even like, I will not bother to go and vote. You understand? So if you are to, if someone was really relying on a Gen Z, then it's best to be careful also in this regard. And for me, I was suggesting, if someone was really like the likes of Wamnyoro, they want to really rely on the Gen Zs, but they are not telling them to take voter registration card and go out there and maybe vote. Okay, but if you ask most of the Gen Zs, they will tell you, for me, I'm not registered as a voter. I'm not even willing to go register as a voter, because for me it doesn't make a difference whether I vote or not. So these are some of the comments they will tell you whenever you ask them. Okay, so that's why I feel maybe the Gen Zs might not really affect 2027 general election, but the likes of someone as the likes of Raila could. Okay, and that's why I feel Raila will be a very big factor come 2027, and in this case, it's in Ruto's favor. Okay, because for Ruto, we know very well he already has lost the mountain. Okay, the mountain is not in his favor. The mountain votes are not in his favor. He knows that very well. Okay, but he knows also he needs only to get like 10%. Okay, 10% or even 5%, whichever. Even if he doesn't get, as long as he maintains the block Raila has and his block in Rift Valley, those votes are enough to make Ruto president. Okay, there is nothing else Wamnyoro will do, because Wamnyoro now is bragging he has 5 million. Okay, you have 5 million. Okay, and let's say he goes with most likely Wamnyoro most likely will end up only garnering votes from Central and from Canvas. Okay, so we are talking about 6 million. Okay, now if you put, let's say, Rift Valley together, put the coastal votes together, put the Luya votes together, put the Luo votes together, put in the northern part of Kenya. Okay, those guys will vote in favor of Ruto. We've seen how the government has embraced them, and so 100% chances are they're gonna embrace Ruto. Okay, so the northern part of side of Kenya most likely will go with Ruto. The Somalis and those kind of people, they will go with Ruto. Okay, so in this case, Ruto has he has like 5 steps ahead of the likes of Wamnyoro. Okay, it's simple mathematics. So let no one lie to you. It's simple mathematics. It's as clear as the day. So yeah, that's my opinion, guys. I don't know what you think. You can also let me know what you think in the comment section. And yeah, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, just remember to subscribe and to like and to share and to comment. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.